to the United Nations as now the president-elect of the United Nations General Assembly. He was elected in a unanimous vote on Tuesday, June 4, to serve the one-year role. His inauguration comes up in September this month, the regular session of the General Assembly begins. This is the second time a Nigerian is holding the position of President of the United Nations General Assembly. The first was in 1984, when the then permanent representative, upon Nigeria's joining the United Nations on 7 October 1960 as the 99th member state, General Garuba held that position. As the most representative organ of the United Nations, the General Assembly is the forum for multilateral negotiations. It is the only forum in which every member state is represented equally. In plain language, it is the Parliament of the United Nations. As head of the United Nations Parliament, it is the responsibility of the President of the General Assembly to propose a theme of global concern for general debate on the floor of the General Assembly. Yet, the presidency of the General Assembly is not a position of leadership, nor is it a position of political responsibility. This is because the major functions of the President of the General Assembly are not in any way political, but rather purely procedural. So in what ways will Nigeria use Professor Bande's presidency of the United Nations General Assembly to define a place for herself in the international political arena? Once again, you're all welcome. Let's get straight to the discussion. How impactful will Professor Bande's one-year term as President of the United Nations General Assembly be on the image and prestige of Nigeria in the international political arena?
Well, for a country that is attached with so many negatives so far, I think his emergence will help launder our image. It will give us some level of international recognition and respect. And to that extent, I think we can celebrate. But that is where it ends. Because just like you observed, that office is purely ceremonial. I think it's wrong to compare the General Assembly to a parliament. A parliament is powerful. A parliament makes binding laws, but the UN General Assembly cannot. For me, it is more like the world's market square. You know, you just go there, talk, try to influence international opinions on issues of importance to humanity. And that's where it ends. But if we are creative and a little bit innovative, we can take advantage of that position to sell Nigeria a lot more and see how we can bring to the global fore the issues that concerns us, and hopefully, get international intervention for them. To that extent, I think we should celebrate this appointment or elevation, so to say.
Godless Micah, do you expect Bande's presidency to secure Nigeria a place of pride among the countries?
My brother has said it, that it will certainly reduce the level of cynicism against Nigerians abroad. The image of Nigerians abroad will have some boost. Beyond that, I think that I want to say that following the formation of the UN, it goes beyond the ordinary level of a market square or probably a toothless dog. It goes beyond that level. I want to advocate that, from the formation, it was because of security concerns. It started from 1943 at the heart of the Second World War, when Francis Roosevelt, Stalin, and Churchill came together with a view to ending or ensuring world peace. That was a focal point. And it was formed in 1945. And between then and now, I can say unequivocally that we've enjoyed considerable degree of peace because we've not experienced another third world war. even though there was an attempt in 1962, the Cuba Missile Crisis and all of that. But I think that the focus has always been on security. When the man came into being, in his acceptance speech, he said his focus would be one, to ensure that security concerns are being addressed, security and prosperity for especially vulnerable states like Nigeria. And I think that contact is one of the putative forces in politics. And your man is there. I'm believing that it will draw more attention. Like what Barrister said, we have several security concerns, several crises within us. It falls within the purview of UN to also address certain, especially cross-border terrorism, which we are passing through, like the Boko Haram and all of that. We can also get support. Then from the economic standpoint, UN is known for development, UNDP and several other. I think they all fall within the purview of the office of this man. I think that majorly we are going to elicit unprecedented attention.